Hi, everyone, it's Dean. I've got Dom with me, and I want to ask him what's driving mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah, mergers and acquisitions. I think it's been pretty relentless since COVID. I mean, we don't like to sort of refer to COVID, but it was a real line in the sand where we saw a lot of people standing off to the side waiting for that to play out. But I think it's fair to say since then it's pretty consistent in market, the level of M&A, mergers and acquisitions activity, that is the buying and selling of typically rent rolls, but also broader whole holistic real estate businesses. I'd say it's been fairly consistent. A couple of observations from my point of view. We're probably starting to see a bit of a change in characteristics from buyers. We're probably seeing buyers being a bit more diligent. We've probably seen some plateauing of multiples in most jurisdictions now, even a softening in some areas. That's not to say that you don't still see the outliers. I think maybe some of the factors that are driving asset valuations are starting to change. People are really putting a lot of focus on talent acquisition that comes along with with acquisitions of assets.
Hearing lots of that.
Yep, that sales pipeline. So I think that's definitely a consideration that's playing out. The other thing for me, we're probably starting to see a little bit of activity at that next level. I think we've seen a lot of M&A activity play out at the sort of sub-scale, smaller businesses.
Sub-scale, like 500 less.
Yeah, it's hard to put a real number on it, but let's just call it sub 500 properties under management. You're probably a little bit sub-scale. You might have an active principal trying to run a business as well as drive top-line revenue. That's challenging, and there's more and more things to stare at on the horizon that you're going to need energy for. So that's where we've typically seen activity levels. I would say that we're probably starting to see a little bit more activity play out at the next level up, where again with the likes of AI, AML, businesses start to think that we need to drive some scale here. Scale is where it's going to be, and in terms of enabling us to improve profit margins, deliver a great client experience, and also build out breadth and diversity across leadership teams to deliver capability into market as well. So that's a really interesting one that I'm keeping an eye on, and I think we'll see more and more continue to play out in this space.
Good advice. Cheers.